Good morning, Mike the MC, bringing another self-care video. Today I'm going to share with you in this video the notion of sweet revenge. The idea that, oh my, I was left for dead, no one gave me a chance. What am I going to do now that I'm all on my own with no help and support? How am I going to get back into life, get back in the game and succeed? This will be a great video, so let's get into this. So the inspiration for this video came from one of my favorite video games. In the game, basically, going against the other opponents. Basically, when my town was destroyed. Okay, and then I'm just retreating. I'm running around on the map, so that way I escape the other armies, whatever, from taking me down, from destroying my game completely. But it got me thinking, oh, wait a minute. How can I apply this to life? How can I apply this moment from the game into life? And I was thinking about this because later on in the game, I won because my enemy couldn't find me. I hid somewhere way obscure in the map, rebuilt myself again, and then made my sweet revenge. I counterattacked and I won. But I was just thinking, that can happen in life. This is very real. How can I apply this in one of my videos? So I thought, oh, why not make this a topic? And I think it's very valuable, especially for self-care. I mean, for example, you get laid off of your work. You got dumped by your boyfriend, your girlfriend. You're cheated by your husband and wife. Oh my gosh. Your house got caught on fire. I mean, you could just name the situations, just keep rambling. And you wonder, oh my, whatever the case situation is, I was left for dead. You left me on the ground. You put me on in the silence. You left me on my own. You all celebrated without me. You all left me for dead. I mean, you just left me behind. What's the point of this being a part of the group if you're just going to leave me behind? And it got me thinking, wait a minute. In that game to this, how did I succeed from past moments? And how am I doing it well right now? And so with regard to the self-care piece for everyone, whatever you built in your first job, your first career, your first life, okay, if you got taken down by some person, some group, something, all of a sudden, you had to make that retreat. You had to hide like I did. You had to go somewhere obscure where no one could find you. And eventually, whoever was against you, your enemy, they kind of leave you behind. Someone that didn't like you, your old boss, whoever it was, they left you behind because you remained hidden. Hiding is essential for self-care, especially when you got to heal, especially when you got to let yourself recover from so many injuries, mental, physical, spiritual, whatever the situation is. It takes time. And so when you allow yourself to heal in that silence, recover, and then you think, okay, I'm getting a little better. Getting a little better today. All right. Can I plan ahead and see what I can do now to rebuild? What can I use from my first experience to rebuild right now to get myself on track, to get ready for the next step of my life? And for many of us, okay, being a young man in the 30s, if you think about it, for others who are in the 20s right now or in the 30s, if your first attempt at life didn't go so well and you're in your 30s, yes, you can recover. Hit the restart button. Get it going again. You got your first degree or your first set of jobs, experiences on your resume, whoever you connected with on your social media. How can you use those to take yourself to the next level of something great, a new project, a new adventure? How are you going to do something that no one thought you were going to do, and then you're like, wow, I'm going to do this. I'm going to make this a reality because you did not give up on yourself and you found something within you to pursue. That is part of sweet revenge. People say, oh, success is the greatest revenge, but really, what is it that you want to do to get back on your feet? And when you take those resources, your books and stuff and items, you may not need all those anymore. You may just resell, get a smaller home, get a smaller car, whatever it is to downgrade, to which then by biding your time, you are now going to buy the next thing moving forward that's much bigger than it was before. You saved, and now you're ready to make your next move. You're now ready to ask out another boyfriend, a girlfriend, and restart your life in a way. But it's like, okay, it's not finding that thrill from the past per se, but it's finding the next project, the next thing you want to pursue. So right, for me, for example, I went from engineering to social work. Okay, what's the next step if I want to go beyond that even? And there was a few other steps between that, but in these different levels of life, I could take from past experiences, resources that I had with me. And for those that are not helping me anymore, that just dead weight, let them go. Knowing when to cut the losses and to say no to things you had before in order to allow yourself to grow. That's the beauty of growth. Letting go of items, even people, even jobs, to find the next thing for you to grow. Change is a beautiful thing, and sweet revenge, when you have finally rebuilt your town, rebuilt yourself, rebuilt your career, who you are, and then you strike back at that enemy, that person, with your success, there's the sweet revenge. There, you now conquer the map. You've set your name in history. You have now put yourself higher on a pedestal, a hierarchy. And people say, oh, Mike, don't be selfish. Well, hey, in this regard, you must not give up on yourself as far as work. Because if you do not try, depression kicks in, suicide, the negative thoughts, because you're not going out there for what you know you can do. The negative thinking, it's real. To fight that negative thinking, you must be and do. You got to just do it. Right, in sports we say that, but you just got to believe that you can do it too. Cut the losses, but you can use those to buy new goods to get yourself moving forward. That's what I'm trying to share with you all. So get the next degree, get the next thing. Bide your time, and then after you've waited some time and you've healed, make your strike and strike again. And then maybe hide again and recover. And do it again. Go on another adventure. And keep growing. You have a life, and it's a beautiful life. Don't let it go to waste. You can do great things. You can still do so many things. So this is for me, Mike, the MC, to you all for self-care video today. Bide your time, heal, recover, and go and get your sweet revenge. Have a good one.